It's Sunday. How about we sleep in? Slow morning, no rush. Make a yummy brunch. Something a little different. Feel like you check something off your to-do list. Go for a walk. Have a coffee at 2 p.m. because what else are you gonna do? Buy a plant you don't need. A little afternoon promenade, misses and jeans. Let's act like retirees. Early dinner? Let's have something delivered. Everything looks peaceful. But why does it feel like the world is closing in on me? Hey, Jackson. Objectively, my life is great. So why do I feel so much anxiety on Sundays? It's like I'm 16 again and I forgot to study for the midterms, which are tomorrow, but it's every week.
That's called anticipatory anxiety. It happens when your brain invents a future problem to try and protect you from it. The threat isn't real, but it feels real. Your amygdala lights up like you're about to get mauled by a bear or humiliated by a pop quiz, even if the only thing you're actually facing is being a struggling content creator.
Okay, this just became an educational video. We are going to get to the bottom of this, you and me. I've got the Sunday Scaries. I don't like them. And with education, maybe we can do better next Sunday. Three things I've figured out about these Sunday Scaries. I've researched, I had ChatGPT research this extensively. The first culprit is something called anticipatory anxiety. The threat isn't real, but it feels like it. I was onto something with that high school test metaphor. My sweet, overreactive amygdala thinks something awful's coming. And it's trying to protect me. So how do we deal with this? As far as I can tell, kind of like what we're doing right now. You've got to name it. Say it out loud. Hi, I'm Michael. I'm spiraling. It's not a personality, it's a phase, and that's okay. But that kind of begs the question, doesn't it? What is it that my amygdala is bugging out about?
My cinemagravy babies. History class is in session. These chairs were made by the American Desk Manufacturer Company in the 1970s, same as this house. This is back when they apparently made school furniture to last. Now, they're in my home, and I swear, I can still smell the Scantron. Turns out a lot of us are still dealing with trauma from middle school. Sorry if I triggered you with that history lesson. Apparently it's called residual conditioning. Your body remembers the dread of Sunday nights back when we were in school. That vague, creeping feeling like you forgot your number 2 pencil. All because Miss Wilson had a thing for pop quizzes. So how do we fix it? Routine, ritual, order. The further I lean into the safety blanket of predictability, the clearer my thoughts become. Sundays become about rhythm, something gentle, something repetitive. We're not trying to prove anything. We're just here to remind our nervous system, hey friend, you're safe. I like my routine, but I also haven't had a real job in over 10 years. And I don't even have a gig till Friday. So, what the I'm my own boss. I set my own schedule, and according to my work calendar, I don't even have a job till Friday. But I still feel like I'm behind on something. I feel like I just got home from school and should be doing homework, and instead I'm just goofing off. And now in my adult life, I feel like the vibe police are just gonna come and say, "Hey, excuse me, sir, we saw you sat down before you hung up that poster." This is what they don't tell you about freedom. You become the micromanager. You're the boss. You're the intern. You're the social media team. You're the weird employee who insists the desk lamp has to be just so. And for me, because there's no real structure, I can start mistaking any sort of motion for progress. Look at me. I'm doing stuff. But why doesn't anything feel done? The guilt just hangs out, a slight hum in the background. Every Sunday, the volume goes up just a little bit. The only thing that I've found that cuts through the fog is small wins. Something actually finished. Something visible. Not for hustle points, just to prove to myself, hey, I complete things. Time is fake. Sunday is just a name we gave to a random point in space. As we orbit once again around the sun. Hey, Jackson, feel free to fact check me on that. So why does it feel different? It's not about Sundays. It's just a placeholder for me to suffer myself into answers. Am I taking advantage of the weekend? Which really means, what am I doing here? What kind of man do I want to become? But maybe that's not the right question. Maybe Sunday is just about being here, doing little things with care, eating sushi with someone who knows your weird Sunday moods. I feel my best when I've got a couple notches of progress in my belt. A little momentum pointed toward the week ahead. But even if nothing gets checked off, even if Monday looks like a blur, days pass no matter what. But if I can show up with a little rhythm, a little care, maybe that's enough to keep the scaries away. At least tonight.